Hello, Irving.
Good morning.
Morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to take the attendance list for you. Just give me a second. Irving Alexander.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So you are almost done in this course, right?
Yes.
Yes, too fast. Okay, I think we can start. So tell me, I'm going to share, sorry. So tell me, what is the craziest thing you have done in your life?
Am I what?
Mhm.
Why am I repeating the question, please?
What is the craziest thing you have ever done? You
Mhm.
you have ever
Yeah.
done in your life?
Racist. I don't remember. Maybe a trip with my friends to a place and visit a different uh, place. So, but it was in the country maybe have games and in a group stop stop me and my friends and ask different questions. So
My goodness.
yeah, yeah, it was difficult because uh, maybe uh, was five guys and we are only three, so
Oh my
it
goodness.
was difficult because how and they have had arms and I don't know how do you say navaja.
Eh, Give me a second. I will no, I don't forget. But they are like in Spanish or like sacatripas, right?
Yes.
I don't remember. Give me a second. Racers? No, but this is not for this. Pink Nif. Pink Nif. Give me a second. I will type it.
Taking yeah, and they have arm technique, so is uh,
No, no, that's not a.
or Skype. No.
Give me a second. It's because they Pink Nif. It's the one you use to with your verb. So shark. It's suppose it's shark Nif. Shark Nif. But
Sure.
I will investigate a little bit more and then I will tell you, okay?
Okay. So yeah, it's uh, the most craziest uh, in my life.
Yes, and which country was that?
Yes.
But it was here or what? No,
Yes,
what?
was here in
Ah,
capital.
I heard that you traveled to another country.
No, here in the country.
My goodness. Yes, but you know, we cannot be like quiet in this country most of the time. But I think we're better now, maybe a little bit more pacific. But
Yes.
you know, we always have to be careful about all this type of things. And it's sad because if you want to travel to like you to take a trip with your friends and all men, it's too dangerous.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to write in the group because I don't know where your classmates are.
Teacher, hold on.
Give me a second. Okay, so another question. Have you ever been attacked by a dog?
Yes, maybe all time.
Really? You
Yeah.
are a biker or something like that.
No, but uh,
They hate
uh,
you.
maybe maybe the dogs or are maybe dangerous or stressful. So I walk in the street and the dog uh, bark me. Yeah, ladrar
Hmm.
bark bark me. Maybe near me and attack. So uh, I I only mm, take a stone or maybe run because yeah are danger because
Yes, yes.
are different dogs, maybe pit bulls or chihuahua.
Chihuahuas are very angry dogs.
Yes, the chihuahuas are toxic.
Yes. Okay. I think I have never been attacked by a dog like in the scenes of that, but I'm scared about dogs because one time they start to follow me and I start to run and I hide myself uh, behind of a I don't remember it. She was a an old girl, an old woman, an old woman. I don't know the age, but I was so scared. And I have one dog, but when I go or take my dog to walk, I am like, oh my goodness, and what happens if my dog starts to bark another dog, and I'm afraid of that. But like a real attack, no. They just were follow me. Okay, and next question: have you ever experienced like a culture shock?
No, in this moment, no, because uh, I play video game with different people with different cultures, so I speak or maybe talk about uh, the culture of the country or maybe the food or other things. But I
Like
I
Chinese
haven't.
food?
Yeah, Chinese foods or maybe asados or tacos or other food. So I never have shop culture. So uh, I I never have
Okay.
the experience.
Okay, that's interesting. I think that the most like shocking experience or cultural experience for me, it's maybe that Chinese eat everything in the road, like worms, scorpions, you know, and even dogs. And it's kind of strange, but it's part of their culture, but it's kind of shocking for me at least. And the last question: have you been lost in after couldn't find directions or something like that?
Yes, I lost in different directions here in the capital. Maybe uh, send you the address, and I search maybe in Google Maps or Waves, but I I always lost because all the street here in El Salvador, the names uh,
Are
are
similar.
yeah, are similar. So I lost all the ways. Uh, so I prefer in a specific address or maybe
Mhm.
um, in 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 place because are are more maybe specific. And yeah, for me, I lost all I always lost. So yeah, it's difficult for me.
Okay, I have been lost in the forest. One day I went uh, camping with my friend of my friends of the church, and we were like climbing the or introducing ourselves in the forest, and then we didn't know where we were, and then we just continue walking, and finally we couldn't find like a clue that we put in a tree, and then we could have returned to our camp. But it was difficult because one of my friends was about to fall down. But
Yeah, I
experience.
imagine it.
Yes, it was kind of strange because we have like very uh, marked the road, and I don't understand how we could lost. Okay, so give me a second. I don't know what's happening here. So I ask you this because we are going to talk about yes, no questions and oh, give me a second. And WH questions. So help me read, please. So sorry, you are going to read a lot today.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, no question. Structure auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus information.
Oh, you can say
Uh,
extra information.
okay, plus question mark. Example, have you eaten spice food? Has your mother ignored you? Have you bought an expensive car?
Okay, so first of all, we are going to use the auxiliary depending on the subject, right? So if you see, you have for you, I, we, and they. And we have has for which subjects? Irvin?
Okay.
When do we
Uh,
use has?
when the third person.
Uh-huh. So she, he, and it. We use has for this. Your mother is she. So can you answer these questions? Have you eaten spicy food?
Mm, the meeting.
Yes, you. Have you eaten spicy food?
No.
No.
I don't. I haven't eaten spicy food.
Why?
I don't
I think
know.
it's delicious.
Yes, and but I don't know. I never eat the spicy food, so
Okay. Okay. And I think chili gives like a different taste, but it's also delicious. I don't know why. Okay, and has your mother ignored you? Like she once that she was angry, something like that?
maybe yes. When she's hungry or maybe is sad. So
Okay.
yeah, but in other situation, no.
Okay, hungry or angry?
Angry, sorry.
Ah, okay. Okay, excellent. And have you bought an expensive car or a car?
Eh, I haven't been about an expensive car, but it's my goal in the future maybe an Audi or uh, Tesla.
Okay, something else, Irvin?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good goal. I hope you got it. And yes, yes. And after you will give me a ride, okay,
Yes.
in your Tesla
I am maybe you live in the capital.
in the capital.
Yeah, you live in the capital or the other department.
No, I live in La Libertad.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, so for WH questions, we use WH words. So let me see. Giovanni, are you there? No.
Yeah,
Okay, Giovanni, help me read, please.
WH questions to get more information. Where, place, what things or actions, who people, why reason, and when time.
Excellent. So we are going to use where to ask for places, what to ask for thing and actions, who for people, why for a reason, when for a time, and how for a manner or a way to do something. Okay, I suppose that you already know this, so we're going to check the structure. Irvin, help me read, please.
This question to get more information structure. Question word plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus complement plus question mark. Where plus have plus you plus eaten plus your favorite cake plus question mark.
You can just read the example, don't worry.
Okay. When has he learned? to cook. Who you who have you met this week?
Okay, thank you. So if you see, first, since this one you have or questions, you put first the auxiliary. Now, first or before the auxiliary, the WH word. Then continue with the auxiliary and the subject. Okay, and obviously the verb in past participle. And if you want, you can add a complement. So you see, who have you met this week? When, it's for time, and where, it's for place. Who have you eaten your favorite cake? Oh, maybe in Bam Bam or in La Tecleña. Okay, so can you give me another example, Irving?
Where you visited your favorite beach?
When
When have you
have you, excellent,
visited
visited?
your favorite beach?
Excellent. Okay, so now, Giovanni, help me read the other examples.
Have you ever cried when watching a movie? Have you ever gone through? Who have been the most important person in your life? How much have you won? And where have you worked in this 4 years?
Okay, excellent. So you are going to answer these examples together, okay? And then we are going to come back to the main session. I'm going to ask you one of these questions and we're going to continue with another practice. So now I'm going to create the breakout room just because I think it's more comfortable for you. So take a screenshot, please, and ask the questions. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, take the screenshot.
Okay.
Okay, so join your breakout room. Talk, answer these questions, and then we are going to come back to the main session.
Okay.
I have won two for my soccer team. You?
Yes, I had been won a trophy or medals, friends, uh, the categories. For example, in my school, when I was a child, I won medals and trophy. So I was the scientific expo, expo. So yes, I have been won a trophy or medals. So are good for my uh, maybe my family and me because I won. I won a trophy. Okay, and the other question is, who have been the most important person in your life?
Mm, maybe uh, she has been without a doubt my mom because she was always with me in my worst moments.
In my case, yeah, my parents because are my stronger in this moment. So are my important persons in my life. So mm, yeah, my parents are important, and I give all um yeah, I give all, and I understand all the situation and they have. So yeah, my parents, I have been the most important person in my life, or my parents. So the other question, how much have you won?
No, I don't know exactly what it means.
Like money.
Ah, uh,
You don't need to give the real money that you receive or have received. Don't worry.
Okay, how much? Uh, um, the quantity, yeah, I don't remember cantidad, quantity. I don't remember, but was my first salary, so yeah, was a good experience because you watch or see in the monitor of the electronic bank and the money, and, and you think, oh wow, is much money. So yeah, was a good experience. So um, I don't remember the quantity. So the experience was good because it was the first salary. So yeah, maybe later this year or the other, work as a programmer, and maybe I will win much money. So this is the experience and the goal. So the last uh, question is, where have you worked in these 4 years? Okay, where have you worked in this? Where in this in years? Maybe as a computer teacher. The experience are very good for me because I helped uh, the I helped different some things. Maybe people ask me different question and I helped uh, and resolve the problem. So I love um, maybe work as a teacher and maybe later um, get the same job, the same work. Sorry. So yeah, in in these 4 years, maybe work uh, as a grammar teacher and maybe call center. So yeah, only that.
Okay,
And
so we're
we finish.
excellent. So we are going to return to the main station.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe the feedback is that you have to get more fluency and also that you have to study and memorize the past participle of the verbs to talk with more fluency in the present perfect. Okay, so just that.
Okay.
I'm going to share with you. Okay, now we have a different practice. You have to read, I'm going to share the link with you. And you have to prepare yourself for an interview because you know you are going to have interviews and you know you have to know how to answer those questions. So the first one is, could you tell me about yourself or describe your background? And how did you hear it about this position? Or do you prefer working independently or on a team? Okay, these are the questions that you have to answer. So you have to know what you can answer to this question. Because if they ask you, tell me about yourself, you won't say, oh, I have a girlfriend and my favorite food is, I don't know, French fries, something like that. You won't say this. You won't talk. You will talk about, sorry. Lo siento. You won't talk about your background, but about your profession. For example, it says, oh, I am a teacher, programmer teacher, I think. And also I am a streamer. And also, so you can provide like your background, but if it is related to the position or the company, okay, in which you are applying. So I'm going to share with you the link of how can you answer to these questions, well, in an interview. And just give me a second. You are going to read because, you know, I want to help you to improve your reading comprehension. So you are going to read, investigate, and then when you come back, you are going to tell me to answer these questions, okay? Do you have any doubt?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, excellent. So open the link, read it, try to comprehend what you are reading, and then you are going to answer this question.
Okay.
How is everything going?
I read the information,
Okay.
and in this moment I
You are
read up.
thinking about the answers.
Yeah, because I have experience for this question because I had uh, maybe interviews at call center, so
Okay.
the same answer. So
Okay, excellent. So just let me ask Irving, Giovanni. Giovanni, are you ready?
No.
No? Okay. I will give you 2 more minutes and then we start, okay? Okay, I don't know what happens with Giovanni, but if you want, you can start to take advantage of the time.
okay, no problem.
So I will be the interviewer, okay? So could you tell me about yourself or describe your background, Mr. Irving?
Okay, good morning, and my name is Irving Gonzalez, and I live in Soyapango. So, um, in my free time, in my free time, uh, I using with different some themes. So, in this moment, I write poems or letters, so and create the melodies with different songs in my computer. And yeah, for me, it's really, really good. And I worked as a programmer teacher, and I have a little experience at call center, but in Spanish. So for me, are good experience because I help to the customer with different situation. For example, maybe fix the TV box or the Wi-Fi box and the cell phones. So it was a good experience. In my case, uh, I prefer the uh, technical support because or my experience. So yeah, for me it's really good, and maybe in the future I will apply to the IT department because I study formal language and create database. So it's my goal in the company. So yeah, for me it's good, and also I practice different sports. I played basketball, tennis, and volleyball, and and I play video games. So it's really, really good.
Okay, so for this first question, just remember people who want or who will hire you don't want to hear that you practice some sports, what you do in your free time, because they are hiring you to work. So they don't want to hear it. Oh, I practice tennis, I practice golf, I practice yoga, because they don't need this. They won't ask you, uh, Irving, please practice yoga right now. So no, that won't happen. So when they ask you for feedback,
Okay.
uh, they are asking you for feedback that can help them. Okay, not for
Okay.
you. Remember that they are not interested in help you. They are interested in that you help the company, because it's true.
Okay.
So try to avoid this things like your sports, your favorite food, your favorite place, your hobbies. Focus on specifics. Uh, how can I say specifics? Specific information that can help you. You are trying to be hired, and not just you. There are a lot of people that are trying to be hired. So if you don't give like information that they make you, that makes you feel or make them feel that you can realize, or sorry, that you can perform the job, they won't hire you. Okay, so you have to, if you have vocabulary about hardware, software, or I don't know, something in which you are being prepared in this boot camp or in a university or something like that, you have to keep this information. If you won something in the last job, you can tell this. Oh, I receive like a trophy or a medal to be a good worker. I don't know, something like that. This type of feedback sorry, background they want. Okay, so next
Okay.
question. How did you hear about this position?
Okay. I heard about this position or the best position because my friends worked at um, in the position, so and they told me about for the customers using the tools. So in specific, old maybe uh, the road, the position, and their own. So I I love the position, and maybe uh, I I prefer the position because I love help the customers and maybe uh, give all of me.
Okay, that's like a more simple question. So they ask you this because they want to know how the forget this word, even in Spanish. But they want to know which is given them fruits. Like they have to be more focused on, I don't know, maybe their workers or Facebook, like a social network, or something like CompuTrabajo, or things like that. So they want to ask you this because they want to know uh, which is better to hire people. And the
Okay.
last one, do you prefer working independently or on a team?
Maybe independently because I work uh, on a team. So are different, maybe no situation, maybe feelings, maybe only one get the control of the team. So I prefer independently because I I I be I be free. So and maybe I uh, as I learn fast. So for me, it's independently maybe ignore our things. So it's really important for me and work independently. Yeah, maybe with a team. So in this moment, independently.
Okay, for this one, you have to remember that in a job, you have to work with a team. So if you say independently, they will think like, oh, this is like a social man. He doesn't want to talk with anybody, so they don't follow instructions and something like that. So you can tell that you work perfectly in both. You can work in teams because you can bring some benefits, maybe working in teams, and some benefits are independently. So you can say that you can climb it to both. You can work perfectly in both situations. So it doesn't matter if you are going to work in a team or also if you have to be more independent. Okay?
Okay.
So I will give you some homework, which is the first question. Could you tell me about yourself or describe your background? Because I think that's the most difficult question for you. You have to know how to answer this because you cannot give personal information like maybe you can give your age, but remember that they have all this information in your paper, in your curriculum. Okay, so you can give like general information about you, uh, but try to give more information about your abilities uh, in this type of position, in this type of job. For example, TELUS or call centers wants someone who get fluency or also that can work in teams, that can work under pressure and something like that. So you can give things like that and also give numbers or give a medals, trophies, or something like that that can help you to be higher. Okay.
Okay.
So, oh, sorry, I was with my camera off. Sorry. So I'm going to stop sharing. And that's all for the class. Thank you for being here. I will see you on Monday, the next Monday. So have a nice weekend and enjoy your day.
Thank you, teacher. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.